How did you even come across like, oh, let's redo Roadhouse?
Doug Liman, who directed the movie, has been a friend. He's the best. We've been friends for 15 plus years, and we've tried to find a movie to do throughout that time, and like we've sort of tried to, but it didn't really work out. And then we were at dinner one night talking about something else, and he said, I read this draft of this reimagining of Roadhouse, and before he could like finish the word house, I was like, that sounds crazy, let's do that.
Yeah, like,
I was like,
why?
That's a terrible idea, let's do it.
It turns out
you're training for this thing, and I see the kind of physical shape you got, and it's incredible to see that ripped. I mean, it's an insane workout. I watched online.
I've never seen anyone have 13 abs. I mean, how is it possible? I mean, the training that goes into this.
There was a lot of training, but like when I got word that, because Conor McGregor's in the movie with me, and when I got word that he was going to be doing it, I was super psyched because they chased him for a long time to play the part. But then I got totally terrified, and I thought, oh God, I actually have to fake fight this guy, and I got to look like I can. So we trained for I stay in pretty good shape, but we trained for 2 months pretty hard, grappling, a lot of MMA, and then also just like getting in shape, you know?
And then you showed up at a UFC fight to film a scene.
Yeah.
That would make me nervous.
Yeah, that was pretty nerve-wracking. They had never allowed anyone who wasn't a fighter into the ring, and I had like that pictures, like I'm wearing the UFC shorts, and it has my character's name on it and stuff like that. And
did anyone know what was going on there?
No, like we surprised an audience of 15,000 people after the undercards, before the main event. We were given a certain amount of time and to shoot this sequence, this little piece of a fight sequence, and I entered in, and everyone was like, "Who is this person?" And then they kind of got that we were fake fighting, but they were still cheering. You know, they would I would throw a fake punch, they'd go crazy, like 15,000 people. It was insane.
Conor McGregor's fantastic, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's so. I mean, he's like.
It's perfect. He's great.
It's crazy.
I hung out with him once on the show. We went to a thing, and he had something with his whiskey. We went to a bar, and I was frightened. Because you never know when all of a sudden something's like, he doesn't understand a joke or something. He's like, what? And that just knocks you out. Like, dude, I don't want any of this.
It's all a possibility, yes. By mistake, he clocked me in the face, but only when we would do a take where we're like fighting and fake fighting, and then we'd go watch the monitor to see it back, to see what worked. And he was always great with me. He would show me, tell me to do things, and like, turn your hand, move a little bit more this way to try and make it look more real. And it was late because we shot a lot of these fight scenes at night, so it was like 3 a.m. And he was talking to me really close, and he was like, yeah, so like that left hook looks good, but then when you do it, like, boom, like that, and he hit me by mistake. Like it was almost like, and I was like, oh, and he's like,
bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm an actor. I'm an actor.
And I, by mistake, then slammed his face with a car door. And he was like, he's
like, that's
like
funny.
Legit, like hit his face. He was like,
yeah, he's like, that tickled me. It tickled me, yeah.
Conor McGregor's in the movie, the MMA guy. He would scare the fuck out of me, even acting. Like, there's a scene where, for example, he headbutts you.
So that was the first shot we ever shot together in the movie. And he just comes up to me, and speaking of, in that moment, I was like, holy shit. I'm like about to get headbutted by Conor McGregor. What's going to happen?
Do you say, listen, dude, this is a movie. You understand?
It's funny, working with real fighters. We worked with a ton of real fighters. To watch a real fighter learn how to not fight is actually kind of funny.
Right.
It's pretty funny. Right. It's like you're telling them you have to miss. And they're like, please explain to me why the hell you're because it's better for the camera. They're like, you're crazy. Like, they look at you and they go like, you want me to miss?
I was really shocked to see that you guys cast Post Malone as a fighting opponent in the first scene.
Everyone putting this movie together really wanted to fill out these roles with people that were recognizable and couldn't, you just couldn't keep your eyes off of. And to open the movie with Post Malone, I remember them chasing Conor for months. And so everybody was like, oh, we hope we get Conor McGregor. The idea of bringing the UFC and Conor McGregor, a real fighter, into the mix, because I play an ex-UFC fighter, and the idea of bringing the fictional world of Hollywood with the reality of MMA and UFC in a movie, which is what this movie is, felt to me like firecrackers.